everyone, Phillip here. I wanted to jump on here and make a quick video just to share something that I think would be an encouragement for a lot of people. I've been noticing, it's pretty obvious actually with everything going on in the world, that a lot of people seem to be very disheartened and discouraged, not knowing what to do, feeling uncertain, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. And I'm not really going to give you an opinion on all of that as much as I want to just share something that has helped me. I actually have this inking that I did, a pen and ink drawing that I did way back in 2020, which was already 6 years ago, believe it or not. And it was just something that the Lord gave me, and it had to do with the story of Jesus and the disciples in the boat. And they were on their way to this island. I think it was an island. Anyway, they were on their way to the island. The end of the story is they land on an island. Jesus casts these demons out of this man. This whole city's in an uproar. But on the way to where they're headed, there's a massive storm. The disciples are freaking out. They're thinking the boat's gonna sink. They go to find Jesus. He's asleep in the boat. And just stood out to me, like, why is he sleeping in the boat? Like, what is that? That almost seems like he doesn't care. And I felt like God sort of was beginning to unpack that for me, that maybe Jesus was sleeping in the boat not because he didn't care. Maybe it was because there was a bigger picture. Maybe there was a sense of deep trust. He knew where they were going. He knew what was happening. He knew that he could trust in God. And although it was perfectly acceptable for the disciples to freak out and ask him to help, and he calmed the storm, he answered their cry, but he didn't say, hey guys, it's okay, I'm sorry. He said, hey, why did you doubt? And it just had me thinking that, you know, how many times have I maybe cried out and it was from doubt or fear or worry, or I'm looking around, I'm looking at the wrong thing. And I felt like God was telling me, hey, I mean, looking back, hindsight's 20/20, right? And I'm looking back and I'm thinking, I think God knew something when he gave me this picture, but it was this idea of like, hey, there's a bigger picture happening here, and be like Jesus. Like, go take a nap, go relax, go take some time to rest, like trust in me. And so it's wild because I drew that like 11 days into 2020, and the last 6 years, as I think with most people, there's been a lot of hardship. For me, it's been the hardest 6 years of my life. I had my wife get sick. I thought I was gonna lose her. I used every resource I had to walk that journey out. We've had so much crisis. I've had so much loss. Friends have died, families died. I literally have gone through the most difficult season of my life, down to the entire church community I have falling apart because of scandal, second guessing so many things, not to mention what's going on in our world right now. And so there's so much to worry about, to think about, to ponder, so much pressure, and a lot of lack of love, easy place to lose peace if you're looking in the wrong places. And so I've obviously been seeing that and thinking about that, and I was reminded of this picture. I never really shared it with a lot of people. It was something I held close, and I think it was something that helped to carry me through these last 6 years. So I want to show this picture to you as a hope to encourage you. So if you're right now feeling discouraged, if you're worried, if you're afraid, I'm hoping that this will be something that will inspire your heart to hone in on what really matters, and to find a place of connection with God where you're walking in peace and where your strength is renewed. So I wanted to show you this section of my inking. It's a little drawing that I have here. You can tell by the size. I've got Jesus in the boat and he's sleeping. And the disciples around him, they're panicking. They're surrounded by waves. They're worried about the boat sinking. And I think that there's a lot of people that feel like they're in this spot right now. They feel like the ship is sinking. Culture, politics, anger, hurt, chaos that they're seeing around them, their own pain in their life. Maybe you've been at a spot where even since COVID, you've been trying to recover and you feel like you can't afford things. There's just a lot of things happening around you that are hard. Maybe you've lost a loved one, or a lot of loved ones, or friends, or your family is broken and breaking. Maybe people who you thought were one way turned out to be another. And you're just kind of in this spot, just like the disciples, where the storm is around you and you're not sure what to do. And yet then there's Jesus, and it's easy to go, where are you, God? What are you doing? And then even those who know him are kind of often grabbing a hold of their own ideas, right? Their own strengths, I see people saying we got to suck it up. We need to do more, try harder, do this, do that, know this thing. There's just pressure to be something, to do something, to do your own research, to figure it out. And then there's this confusion of what's real, what's not. And we're just in this spot where it feels like a storm is raging. And it's easy to go, where's Jesus? And Jesus is sleeping. What's amazing about this story, right, is when they wake him up, he answers their prayer and he hears them. But then he asks, why did you doubt? And I've just realized so many of my prayers have been from a place of doubt and not a place of knowing a bigger picture, because we can't see the bigger picture. And so what I just want to show you here is, as we zoom out, there is a bigger picture that is unfolding right before us that we don't see. And you can see it here. I zoom back in. So as I was thinking about this story, I was reminded of the verse in Isaiah that says, they that wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings as eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. And I thought, what was it about Jesus that would cause him to sleep in the storm? Because, even though he was God, he was walking in the fullness of his humanity. So it wasn't like he was given a free pass. So the Bible says he learned obedience by the things that he suffered. And so it occurred to me that Jesus said, I and the Father are one. So how do you become one? How do you walk out this idea of closeness that you would, say, I and the Father are one? And it was this idea of waiting on God, resting in God, choosing to disengage, not put your head in the sand, but to disengage and find a place of rest, a place of trust, and a place of faith in who God is in order to engage in culture. God says he'll give us a peace that transcends all understanding. So you can't understand what's going on. You don't know what's happening. God can give you a peace. He can give you wisdom. He can teach you to walk appropriately for the things that are in your life, the hardship, the difficulty. And so as we align our hearts with God, as we wait on him, he renews our strength. And we begin to see that the storm around us, there's a bigger picture. And so although you feel like you're small and in the boat and not knowing what is going on, there's discouragement, you only see the waves. As you wait on God, as you spend time with him, as you seek him, as you renew your heart and your mind, you'll begin to see a bigger picture.